Welcome to the Dummy Kruger channel, everyone. Today's video takes us back to the streets of Denver, Colorado, where we are checking in on Regan Benson, the final form created when all of the worst Karens in the world combined as one. Last time we took a look at Regs, she was informing her fans that she was being investigated for the unlawful practice of law. That investigation is still ongoing, but the trespassing case of her friend Shannon, where Regs has been accused of practicing law, has officially ended. Shannon pled guilty to that trespassing charge and received either 4 hours of community service or a $75 fine. While all of that was going on, she also spent many of her days yelling at security guards, urinating on camera, and picking up yet another arrest. There have been multiple channels covering such events. Check out those below in the description. Today's video we will be focusing on her homeless outreach, and by outreach I mean getting into an argument with a homeless person and a screaming match with a homeless advocate.
So they're going around the block.
See this? This is why they didn't take them right away.
Because of the fencing? Because they couldn't get this fencing down?
They didn't have...
What would happen if an ambulance or something needed to get in here?
Well, bolt cutters could take this out. But bolt cutters can't do this.
Well, let's assume that there's a medical emergency and
I'm going to start carrying bolt cutters again in my car. Since it's my car now, we had to get 2 cars because my wife said I used it too much. So we have 2 cars. Now I can put bolt cutters in back. And if I could do it pretty quick.
yeah, but Rick, I would never encourage you to do that. You'd go to jail.
I would say in an emergency.
I still wouldn't encourage that. You'd end up in handcuffs on that one.
I just wanted to take a moment to memorialize this portion of the video where Regs actually gives some pretty good advice. Soak it up, folks. It doesn't happen very often.
So apparently this is Denver's new go-to, is to sweep around the clock 7 days a week.
I wanted to take a second to notate the fact that Regs had to walk in the road here at this very busy intersection. This was due to the tents and fencing lining the sidewalk, making it unusable. I have seen Regan fight for the homeless in the past, especially when the city of Denver does their quote sweeps, as she calls them, which include trash cleanup and sometimes the towing of broken down RVs. It usually just gives her the opportunity to scream like a maniac at the police and tow truck drivers, however. But what I'm really curious about is how she plans on fighting systematic homelessness. This is something I never hear her talking about. Is she for more affordable housing or more supportive mental health care services, including substance abuse treatment? How about preventative programs or income and employment support? Maybe she's for more education or social support networks that can be used to help with issues facing the homeless. I just never hear her talk about these long-term plans. It's mostly just government bad, government ruin everything, therefore me yell at government.
So this is downtown Denver. Like I said, this is Stout Street in Colorado Coalition for the Homeless. They're fighting. Some of these folks are trying to move. If anybody's curious, the Denver Nuggets are in the championship game. They have a game here tonight. So the city likes to do this shit when they want to attempt to make the city look good. Okay, this girl's going over there with a bat. This is what the city starts. They stress everybody out. Everybody starts fighting. She's telling her to get the f off the block. Not good. Not good. This is what the cops do. They blow everything up and then take off.
Without knowing anything about what transpired here, it's immediately the government's fault. I don't know if this had anything to do with the recent police interventions or not, but her clear bias towards the government gives her a blind spot into what may or may not help towards turning the tide of a continually growing issue in our country.
So, I mean, as far as that goes, it might not be the only thing wrong, but it's definitely wrong.
Because you were about to take a bat to that girl.
Okay, so it's okay for her during my life? It's okay for her during my life?
Violence is not okay, period.
You see, I didn't do anything, right?
Yeah, I saw that. I'm here. We're here to help you.
She started yelling first.
Okay, but we're here to help you.
But I don't want people filming me.
Well, honey, you're in public, and we're filming because the cops were here. We're here to help you.
Please?
No, I'm not going to stop.
Why?
Because
you see
we're
what
in
she's
public.
doing?
Yeah,
You see?
I do. But it maybe just be best to walk away.
It isn't, though. When
It
she
is.
said she's threatening to take my dog.
I would ignore it if I were you.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I will handle it a different way by calling my dad that is a cop.
Okay.
And you're filming without our rights.
It's okay, honey. It's okay.
You see, it's okay for Regan to continue recording because she lacks any empathy, even for the ones she is there to purportedly help.
Because my people threatened to do it.
Yeah, she took a bat and was gonna, so I'm not gonna stop filming. We're in public, Mark, so don't do that.
Yeah, we do, because you don't know the situation.
I don't care. That's why you
in this
continue to
neighborhood.
film. That's why I continue to film.
I'm just letting you know.
I'm just letting you know. We're in public, on a
I
public
get it.
sidewalk,
We respect
and there's
you at
violence.
house. We
And there's
respect you at
violence.
house.
And there's violence.
Regan, you could get
Mark?
20 guys around you
Mark?
right now taking a bat.
Mark? Exactly. That's why the camera keeps going.
Because
Don't you come out here
you're
and test
provoking
us.
it.
What are you doing?
I'm helping people.
Really?
Yeah.
What are
I
you
don't
doing
start
right
all
now,
the-
Mark?
I'm trying to keep this safe because you don't know the dynamics in this
Okay,
neighborhood.
so maybe not escalate it.
You escalated.
Really?
Yeah, because
Who's
she
yelling at me right now?
Because you're telling these people
I
you
was
don't care
calmly
what they're
talking to her, and
respecting.
I didn't fucking tell her I don't care. I
Fair
was
enough.
talking it
Fair
through
enough.
with her.
Fair enough, you were calm with it. But
Don't you
There's a-
ever do that to me again.
Don't
You
you-
understand
yeah,
me?
right.
Don't you
this
fucking ever
is
do
why,
that.
This is why
Fuck
you're in
you.
the situation
Fuck
you're
you.
in.
Good luck. This is why we're in the situation we're in. Because I came down here to film the fucking cops. Yeah, this is another advocate. Good job, Mark, you fucking asshole.
Yeah, Regan, that's your pattern.
Yeah. And your pattern is to just fucking coddle the bullshit.
But what is Regs actually doing here? All she does is get into fights with the majority of people she comes into contact with. She simply cannot handle any sort of criticism, constructive or otherwise. My opinion that all of this is just one big show that gives her the opportunity to scream and yell at those she perceives to have power over her.
You can tell me to not film. Fuck you then. Have fun with it, advocates. They love their downtown territorial bullshit. Whoa, but we gotta film. We gotta film. Fuck 'em. Well, my public service is done for the day. We respect them when they tell us not to film. As she's walking across the street with a bat. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna stop filming.
Nope, Regs continued to record her after the two had separated and the baseball bat put away. However, the show must go on.
Holy fuck. This is just a never-ending fucking shit show.
I couldn't have said it any better myself, Regs. It is a complete shit show, and you're always the common denominator.
You will follow what the men in the advocacy tell you to do. No, you will kiss my fucking ass and you can have all of downtown. Have fun with it. Telling me this is why we're in the situation we're in. Yeah, they can't keep their funding. Well, the problem is they don't have any funding. So, advocacy is, it's not a for-profit business. And I don't need to be down here on a Saturday morning like this. I don't need to. I came down here out of my way. I seldom come down here, but the city is being extra super aggressive. So we came down to film it. Notice who had the best results today. The city left.
Oh, I think I see now. So she's claiming the city left because Regs burst onto the scene without any evidence. But she leaves the downtown area because Mark, another advocate, asked her to discontinue filming to assist in de-escalating the situation. A situation that had absolutely nothing to do with the government.
But, you know, men just can't quite grasp their egos without telling women what they're going to do. You don't fucking tell me when I've got the situation handled.
Regs, all he did was make a personal request for you to stop recording the interaction. And what does Mark's gender have to do with anything?
Because they're all too afraid to record, is their problem. They all think that they're going to build relationships with the cops. Have at it. I'm out. They're going to come back. They're going to tow that RV. I'm the nonprofit that can help.
You're the nonprofit that usually makes things worse.
Yeah, I don't know why Mark did that, but they can have at it. They can have at it. They don't need help down here. They don't need cameras. They're going to negotiate with the terrorists. So, all right. Well, I'm going to go enjoy my Saturday, and go watch some youth baseball.
Oh, that poor umpire. I can already picture Regs from the stands at this T-ball game screaming, "You stupid umpire. That was a fucking strike. Are you that fucking blind, you fat piece of shit? What's your name, tyrant? Oh, Jeremy? Nice fucking name you got there, Jeremy. I need your fucking umpire number too because I'm making a complaint to, well, to fucking someone. Oh, you're only 16? I don't give a fuck. You'll never ump in this fucking town again. I'm Regan Benson, bitches." That poor umpire. I really hope the game was rained out. Alright guys, I think we'll wrap it up there. If you'd like to see similar content in the future, please consider subscribing, notifying, liking, and commenting below. This is Dummy Kruger, and I'll see you guys on the next video.